Okay, welcome to the channel, and today I'm going to do a box opening of Normandy 44 by Mark Simonitch and put out by GMT Games. Now, one of the reasons I know this is an older game, but I just got it because I had purchased Salerno 43 and really liked this game, really liked the play mechanics and how it works. So I wanted to compare the two beach invasion games. So it should be interesting to see how they compare side by side. So Normandy 44 is in the same size box as Salerno. I guess that's about 1.5 inches. I probably should measure that one day. And on the back here, it shows a view of the map and basically your play board. Gives a little description of Normandy 44 and what was going on. Talks about some of the game mechanics as compared to the other games. And gives you some counter pieces here. And of course we have all of our game credits. Mark Simonitch is the one that designed the game. And then we have, he also did the counters and the map design there. So over here we have the game counters. The units are battalions, regiments, or brigades. And 2 to 3 players, which that's interesting. It says 2 to 3. It should be interesting. And you get a 22 by 34 full color map, which would be this. 32-page rule book, 5 player aid cards, 1 die. And come on over here, 14 and above, 1 day per turn. The map is 3.8 kilometers per hex. And the complexity is 5, and solitaire suitability is a 7. So it's up there a little ways. So let's check it out here, see what this game looks like. All right, so when open it, of course we have our die trapped in a bag here, and the first thing is we have the rule book. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so the rule book is on glossy stock and looks like a black and white picture there. I'm not sure if it's all in black and white. No, it is color. So we have contents, introduction, contents, different units, how to differentiate them apart depending on the color. Sequence of play, weather, supply points, so that's sort of similar to Salerno, which I played, and replacements and reinforcements. I think in this game you get more of those. Talks about stacking, German reinforcement. And we do have some nice diagrams showing you how the play mechanics goes. Impassable hex sides, movement, zone of control. So we have the same zone of control. It looks like we have a Zachbahn also that can be created there, as in the other game. Tactical movement, German truck marker. So we have the German trucks again. Minimum, maximum odds. Combat strength limit. So there's a limit in the combat procedures. Modifiers, like all games, you're going to have some combat modifiers here. Combat results, which of course once you get in battle, that's what you want to see is the results. And we have retreat, disrupt. Let's see. And I like the diagrams here. And 1 hex retreats here. Advance after combat. Reverse movement and combat. Reverse movement. Fortifications. So this game, unlike Salerno, has a lot of fortifications along the beach hexes there. Special units here. So we have a whole page on the special units. Oh, more than one page. Supply and isolation. Air and naval support. So that's similar, I would imagine. The invasion turns. So we have our invasion turn. Beaches, mulberries, and evacuations for there. Special rules, so we have just a half a page of special rules here, and some optional rules, a little box here. Multiplayer, so I guess you can have people become allies. And we have the campaign game, have a 7-turn mini game, Cherbourg scenario specifically, and Cherbourg was an important capture for Normandy. And then we have an extended example of play, which those I always enjoy doing because that really cements any knowledge that you have on the rules. It helps sort of build them, and it gives you a fuller understanding of them. So I really like when they do an extended example of play as compared to just like simple examples like they do throughout the book. So that goes all the way over to this page here. So yeah, extended example is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. So that's nice. And I'll probably play that out for you, and we'll watch and see how that all goes together. And a little page of designer's notes here, and this is a pretty heavy paper stock here. And then we have our index to find everything. On the back we have invasion tables here, abbreviated sequence of play, weather effects summary, and it looks like a unit chart here. So special rules, and oh, that's nice, gives you special rules on the units so you can look them up right away. Very good. So that's the rule book for Normandy 44. Next we have some player aid cards that come in, and let's see what all we have here. So we have so in this particular one, which is unusual, at least for all the GMT games that I've opened up before, we only have one player aid card. Combat result, terrain effects, isolation, ally reinforcement points, a determined defense table, list of CRT modifiers. And so yeah, it's interesting that there's only one of these, but it is on very heavy cardstock. Good design, good color coding, so it makes it easy. And then here we have German at start card, Ally at start card. Let's see, are these single-sided? Yeah, that's single-sided. Normandy 44 Britain card, in Britain card, and then German reinforcement card, Normandy 44, Normandy 44. So let's see, not sure what the difference is between the two here. Okay, so this looks like it's the reinforcement card, and this looks like it's at the start card. So there's a lot more counters in this particular game than there are in Salerno. And then let's see. Well, let's see. Here's the one. I should compare the two German cards together. First time I'm looking at, so forgive me if I'm a bit confused. So yeah, turn 2, turn 3, and then this is at start card and marker. Yeah, so these are at the start, and these are your reinforcements coming in. So that's a good amount of units. And then we have the allies here. They're coming in, and we have the at start card reinforcements, reinforcement number 2, and here's the at start. Yeah, there it is right there. And so these are the beaches that they're coming in, and the invasion force, the aircraft. Oh, a lot of aircraft markers in this one. And then over here we get to our reinforcements. So it seems like we got a lot more units in this game. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. So next thing we have are our counters, and this is counter sheet 3 of 3, and these are our marker counters here. And we have scattered there, out of supply. There's reverse movement apparently. So that's interesting. Green and a brown side. So I guess that would be depending on who you're playing. And we have our naval support. And this entrenchment. And I'm not sure what that is, if that's an entrenchment marker or what. So I'm not sure on that. And then here's our counter sheet 1 of 3. And this is our German units. And you can see we have some silhouette pieces here, which is generally armor. Here we have some fortified positions, which I believe start out on the beach. So that's the front, and here's the back. So we have some 2-unit pieces here. I'm not sure how many we have at 3 units, but we do definitely have some 2 units here. And then here are our ally counters, and this would be Americans and British and probably Canadian force down there. Here's the aircraft markers. Really well done markers. Let's see. So this one has a lot more, at least 2-step or 3-step units than the Germans. I mean, if you compare them side by side, whoops, starting to pull them out there. If you compare them side by side, you see that the Americans have a lot more step. Get this the same direction. Step movement than the Allies. I'm sorry, the Allies have a lot more step movement than the Germans. So these would appear to me to be stronger units than most of these units here. So that's all of our units. The last thing in the box is the map. I'll open this up and see how it looks. So the first thing I noticed right away about the difference between Salerno and Normandy is the openness of the map. I don't see as many hills or hilltops. I see spots where paratroopers come in. It looks like here and here. And over on this end I see where German reinforcements are going to be coming in. And down at the bottom here. And Cherbourg is up here, and it's got some lines around it, so it's probably for control point here. And then we have all of our invasion routes coming in right here. Our record track here. And then we have our turn track up at the top here, given the dates. Over on this side we have the weather table. So the weather table on this game looks a little bit more complex than it is on Salerno 43. And then weather track here. And let's see, down here we have our terrain, so that you know what you're on. Airborne scatter table and DD tank table. So I think when the tanks come in, they have a different die motto or die roll for whether they make it or whether they lose the step or not. But yeah, the map looks great. I know that you have cities and towns. I think these are towns, and the blue outlined with black are larger cities, and I think each of them give different benefits to defenders, and all of this is bocage. So this bocage here is all over, and I'm not sure exactly how much that adds to it, but I'm sure it adds something. And then it looks like we have hilltops here, forest of course. So yeah, this map, it's a nice looking map. It should be, and it's just the right size to play on. You know, it's not too overly big where you can sit down, you can play, and you don't have to, stand up all the time to move pieces. So yeah, very nice. So that's Normandy 44. And again, I'm looking forward to playing this one and compare the invasion force. There's my die too. Compare the invasion force with this one as compared to Salerno. See how they work out, but it's kind of nice to have at least 2 of this collection. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get any more because they're sort of out of print, but at least I have these 2, so it should be fun. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, please do give a like and subscribe. I appreciate the fact that you stayed this long, and hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching this one.